Good evening. Welcome to Fireside Chat. I'm Suzanne Susanna and enjoying a chilly evening by the fire. We had a couple of seeming like spring was here days, and now we're back to it's pretty raw and chilly out there right now. But we're headed in a better direction. We know that. It's just hard to be patient. Loved the sunny days that were almost 70 degrees. It was amazing. So Ollie went to the groomer today, and I think you'll probably tell if you've been seeing Fireside Chats before. He's just perfectly trimmed. She did such a good job on him this time. And his beard around his muzzle was really long and wild, and I just love the way she did it. He's still nice and soft and fuzzy, but so trimmed and all good for a few more weeks. So he was there for hours, but the place that we go they're just so nice. They took such good care of him. He's very happy to be there. He's a good boy. And so I thought I would share with you a little episode that we had in the life of a blind lady and a guide dog. And people ask me and ask my family how I do things, how I get along, how I cope. So I thought I would share a few of these things. And so this particular one is when everything isn't just perfect with a guide dog. When the trainer came here 6 years ago and brought him, and we trained together. When he left, he said, "Well, good luck. Sometimes the dog will be wrong. Sometimes you'll be wrong, but that's just the way it is, and it all works." And so it's mostly right. It's mostly good. But on this particular day, we came out of a building, and this particular building has a big expanse from the doorway to where you go down the stairs. And it's a very wide set of stairs. And so I came out of the doorway, and then I was trying to find my way to the railing. So Ollie always tells me that the stairs are there. He has a little motion that he does that lets me know there's something up ahead that I need to be careful of. And of course I knew that it was stairs because I'm somewhat familiar with this building and entrance, but it's still not a well-defined track from the door to where the stairs begin and where the handrail is if you can't see. It's just not, it's one of those places that's not real clear. So I was inching my way up trying to find the handrail, and I was expecting an Uber to pick me up, so I was anxious to get down to the parking lot so I'd be there when the Uber showed up. And I just was having a really hard time finding the railing. So there's an app called Aira. It's spelled A-I-R-A, and it's phenomenal. You open the app and you get a person actually on the phone who can do a variety of things to help you, one of which is navigate. And so I've been using them really since I moved here to my new home in the center of town, and they're phenomenal. Usually they're phenomenal in helping to navigate around, cross a busy street, some things like that. So I thought, well, I'm just going to pull up this app and I'm going to ask them to help me get to the railing. So that's what I did. The woman came on the phone. It's a professional service. The people are paid. It's not just a volunteer service, but people are paid. This is actually a job, and they're trained to do the job. So when she came on, she's looking out of the camera on my phone. That's how it works. When they help you with navigation, they can see out your camera on your phone. And I told her I'm just trying to get over to the hand railing on these stairs. And so she says, okay, go forward about 4 feet. And so I cautiously went forward and forward and forward more until I finally, she said, there's the handrail right there. And so I put my hand on the rail, and when you walk with a guide dog, the dog is always on your left. You always hold the harness with your left hand, and then that leaves your right hand to hold a handrail if you're going downstairs, right? So I put my hand on the rail. I was on the left side of the railing, and I stepped, expecting a stair, and I stepped down about, I don't know, 2.5 feet into the landscaping. And I was so upset that this woman that was in the app didn't explain better that I needed to go a different direction. And so I managed to pull myself back up onto the landing, and then figured out, I had to go down the other side of the handrail. And then the Uber driver came, and he was very kind and came up and helped me down the rest of the stairs. But it was stressful. It was one of those hard moments. It's not that Ollie did anything wrong. It was just that he's never been trained to get me to a hand railing. He can take me down, he can show me where the stairs are, and he'll go down the stairs with me, but he was never trained to go to a railing on the side of the stairs. So I always have to figure that out. And when stairs are very wide, like big expanses, and you have to go sometimes, 5-6 feet over to the railing to get your hand on the railing. So anyway, I was hurt a little, and I was frustrated and upset because I felt like the woman in the app at this particular moment didn't communicate well. And so the people that are trained to guide people in the app, communication is key if you're working with blind people. This was just one unfortunate incident, and an example of how everything isn't always perfect working with a guide dog. And it wasn't Ollie's fault. He told me the stairs were there, and I was just trying to get to the hand railing and get down the stairs, except I went down the wrong side of the hand railing. So I won't make that mistake again. And it's just, part of figuring things out when you can't see. And not to throw this app under the bus, because it's absolutely a wonderful app. They can go on websites to purchase things or find things or read things. People use them professionally in their jobs. Stores like Target and Walmart offer it free when you're in the store, so that you can use the app to shop. Starbucks, banks. There's a lot of places that actually offer this Aira app for free. So that was just one unfortunate mishap, but I thought I would share it. A day in the life of a blind lady and a guide dog. But for the most part, we get along amazingly well, and we figure things out pretty good. So if you're feeling like you have jet lag this week, you do, basically. Just jet lag without the trip and the expensive ticket. It's more or less the same thing. Your circadian rhythms have been disrupted. And a few things that really help getting back on track is one is good hydration. Drink a lot of water, and electrolytes make a big difference in the way water benefits your body. You absorb it better into your cells. It doesn't just kind of flow through and out. Today was kind of not a very nice day here in Connecticut, but if you can get out in the sunshine, the infrared light and the light of the sun really helps your circadian rhythms, helps you sleep at night if you go out in the sun in the morning. Interesting, isn't it? Your body actually starts its melatonin production for the night in the morning, and the early daylight is what is so powerful to help your body reset. So that's very good for our circadian rhythms. And then if you can move, walk, get out and do as much walking as you can, fresh air, that's so helpful. And then dial it down a little earlier in the evening, and these practices will help the lag and the drag feeling that you have from changing the clocks to pass more quickly. It really is a very real thing in people's lives. There's a big uptick in car accidents and decline in productivity in the workplace, and people are cranky, and relationships are challenging, and it really affects us. And it's only an hour. It's surprising, right? But those are some tips that may help, and enjoy the long summer evenings, or well, we're not just summer yet, but when the evenings get long, it feels like summer is just right around the corner. So thank you for joining this evening, and be well, and enjoy the better weather.